Hey, all you weird guys and gals, this is Blaze Steptoe with Planet Weirdos, Blaze and Preston. And I would like to welcome you to the Freak Out Friday video, Freak Out Friday video. So, to get this thing started off, of course you know it's me. But I also have a special guest here, and he's going to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about himself.
Hey, I'm Shawn.
That was a very good introduction, Sean. If you like this video, you may see more of him on the channel as soon as his application gets processed. So, down to the topic of the video. Back to school tips and first aid jitters. And how to deal with them. So, I'm going to open the floor to our guest and see if he has any tips for us.
I'd suggest just carry stuff I don't know, when you go, don't carry all your stuff in your binder, or leave some stuff in your locker and go back for it.
Well, what if they don't have lockers? Like, at my school, we have lockers, but we hardly use them. I mean, nobody ever gets one.
Then the hallways and the pathway to them will be real clear.
Yeah. And we also have this long hallway called Main Street, so I would suggest, if you don't have a locker, to add to Sean's tip, put it in, I don't know, you have a multi-compartment bag, okay, this compartment's for this binder worth of classes, stuff. This is compartments for this one, so on and so forth. Or, if you don't, if your teachers make you keep your binder in one room, then this tip won't apply, but if you don't, try to put at least 2 classes, works, and stuff in one binder. That way you can cut down on binder stuff, because, okay, there are certain classes that you can do. There's 4 year, which is most of your core classes, like reading, math, and sciences. There's coffee, and this might not apply to you, Sean, in your school. And there's half-year classes, which you go the first 18 weeks, then you're not in that class for the rest of the year. You do another class. So you could do a binder for 2 18 weeks classes, have one half separated for the first half of the year class and the other for the other. Or if it's a 9-week class, which means it's just one little, it's only going to affect one report card, get one binder for 4 classes. That's how you can probably condense some space down, so you're not carrying around more stuff. Is that like a good thing to you?
Sorta, yeah.
Okay, my next tip is go to bed early before the first day of school, so that way you can wake up early in the morning, whatever time your school starts. And I would say what I always do on the first day of school, or the first 2 days of school, is get up, my normal morning routine, and start yours there. Then I try to pack all my stuff the night before too. So I'll have my my backpack packed, because my teachers usually give me a school supply list when I get there too. But I'll have that, and I'll have my school ID and my phone all in one place. So I can also get dressed and finish with my morning routine and stuff, I can go out the door because my sister is starting middle school now, her first year, and I'm a sophomore in high school. So, you know, second tip: have all your stuff in one place and ready to go in the morning. Hey, you got anything to add to that, Sean?
No, not really.
Okay, what would your next tip be?
So I just say like try to know where all your stuff is. Just shouldn't like do what you think would be the best idea. Honestly, don't just wait till last minute.
True, true. To do like the first day jitters, okay. This is something that has helped me maybe once or twice in the past. It's okay. Okay. Walk into the classroom. Before you walk into the classrooms, before you walk into the school's door, take a deep breath and say, okay, so you're not going to get scared. This is just the first day of the rest of your school career. And keep telling yourself that. If you have to do that all day, then so be it. I mean, whatever keeps you calm, right?
Mm-hmm. Me personally, I just suggest. I mean, honestly, most people are gonna judge your have an opinion on you by your looks a bit. So just go with whatever happens. Honestly, I can't really say too much because I really don't have jitters about first day and all that. Just
Well, I mean, I'm also coming from a performer's standpoint, and opening night jitters, that kind of what helps me. Like, okay, I'm in costume. Check. I have my makeup on. Check. Do I have any necessary mics and props that I need? Okay. If I don't, go get them. Then do the traditions, before show, cast members link pinkies together and like that. It's a high school tradition. It's been since some of my parents were there, and my grandparents and stuff. Or
you know, you've
since,
been in that school for a long time.
yeah, it's some of the schools in my school district are celebrating 50 years. But that's what I do to keep myself on performance days. But back to school topics for right now. My next tip is your teachers gather a lot about you from the way you walk into class on that first day, how enthusiastic you are about that class the first day, and how well, behaved and, how you dress. Like, if your pants are sagging, they're going to be, oh, okay, you're a troublemaker. I need to watch out for this one. But that's not true in some cases. But that's generally what I see from being in high school. And, wait, Sean, what grade would you be in?
I'm just going into high school.
Oh, so you're, okay, and another thing is I'm going to use the term everybody knows. You're going to be a fishy. If you're going to be a freshman this coming school year, don't, the upperclassmen, mostly the juniors and seniors, are going to be bugging you, and, because they can. It's their second to last year, or their last year there, so you're going to be the ones that are picked on the most. So don't let that bother you. I mean, I was a freshman last year, so. But I knew a couple of seniors who were actually cool, and a couple of juniors who were actually cool, and they're like, why do I need to pick on them when I was in their shoes? So, yeah, I mean, if you're going to be a sophomore next year, it's like, this is what somebody told me. Freshman, you get picked on the most. Sophomore, you're ignored. June, almost everybody wants to be your friend if you're in the, I'm gonna say the right crowds, but you know. And then senior, you really just don't care what anybody thinks about you. You want to get this year finished with so you can get out of here. That's what somebody told me.
Mm-hmm.
So, other tips like, okay, if your school lets you skip like certain classes, like I know Texas has the 4x4 plan for science for high school. In ninth grade, you can take IPC, which is integrated physics and chemistry, or a 10th grade biology class. If you take the 10th grade biology class, you can do other classes down the road. Like, if you want your sophomore year, take chemistry and physics, you can take chemistry and physics, but you have to keep doubling up. So, like, our classes now, they are, you could take chemistry and physics sophomore, okay, think anatomy and physiology half year, then forensics half year, and then you still have one more year left. One or two. One more year left, and you have to double up. And that puts you in biology 2 AP, chem 2 AP, physics 2 AP. And for those of you who don't know, AP is advanced placement. Basically, you almost college level in high school. And if they give you the chance to take pre-AP classes, or special classes like gifted and talented, literature intense, pre-AP, or pre-advanced placement. Do those classes. And if you're really good at them, do those. Because at our school, depending on the class, like not how many weeks it is, if it's a full year, it's times one, like four credit, like 4 points to your GPA if you pass, times 0.108, like 1.08 for being in a pre-AP class for 4 weeks. Not 4 weeks, 8, 9, 36 weeks. And it just goes different levels if you're in AP too. So there's different weights, but if you're in a regular academic class, it's just, if you're passing, you get like the 1 or 2 points, however many it is. So, any of
So yeah, I just don't be really worried about high. Well, I can't really say since I haven't started high school, but I just started. But I just say people are gonna judge you for however you are, so don't honestly worry too much about other people's opinions, because honestly, they're gonna judge you either way, and then
yeah.
so
Continue.
my new a new episode won't upload yet. Has it gone up yet on this one series I really love?
Hmm? Oh, and did I mention if we get off topic, people? It's okay. We do it all the time.
Hmm.
I like to change topic levels, but we're still in the same genre.
Hmm.
But side note, if you're in like any kind of special activities in Texas, there's the UIL, the law of UIL, no pass, you don't play. That goes for choirs, theater, and even our sports, mostly sports. Do they have that in Colorado?
I really don't know much because I honestly don't usually do sports and that type of stuff. So, and plus I just started. So,
Well, I mean, I'm probably sure they have middle school level stuff.
true, but I don't know.
turn off my camera for a second so I can adjust. Okay. And check. Do you have? And I have some advice for middle school. Do you have any advice for middle school level people? Since you just finished it?
I don't know, like, classes will be hard, you'll find some things hard, you'll find some things easy, just go with the flow anyway.
Those were some things that I was going to say, like, my first year of middle school in 6th grade was like, oh my god, I never had to walk this far. I've been with the same people in every class. And I got the ideal of detention. Oh my gosh, lunch detention at my school, at my middle school, they give it out like it's candy for being late and stuff. And yeah, don't stress out about being late. If you want to talk to your friends, like, make it like a passing, hey, how you doing? I hope your classes are okay. Because at my school, you only got like 5 minutes to get to each class.
Hmm.
And then at the high school, I think it's 4 minutes between end of last class bell to warning bell, and then the warning bell means you only have another minute to get to class. So, and once teachers hear that, if you're late, they can give you morning or evening detention. And if your school does IDs for some reason, always wear them, because with us in Texas, some schools give us a student number and a barcode that we scan with our IDs, and if you don't have your ID, you don't get lunch, you can't check out books from the library, you basically can't do anything like that.
Don't you have a code on yours?
Yeah.
Don't you have a code on yours though? They'll just I personally memorized my code and then lost my ID. I've already done that in my new school. I've already.
So you had to have IDs at middle school level?
What?
I said, how long have you had an ID, like, in middle school too?
Yeah.
See, only reason why the high school has ID is we're the only school in our district that doesn't have standardized dress. And what that is a polo shirt and khaki or navy bottoms. In middle school, you can't wear red or black because of the gangs. We have, wouldn't say a big problem, but we do have a problem with fights. Like, my 8th grade year, my favorite principal, Mr. Hadnot, was put out of school. He retired now because of a fight, and they're still cleaning the blood off the wall, the concrete from that fight. So,
Wow.
yeah, the dude was spitting teeth. Both of them were. That's why we all have campus officers. Changing subjects to something a little bit happier now. Okay, for those of you who have high schools and middle schools that let you have things, certain schools will have certain policies where, like, the middle school that I used to go to, you can bring your phone on campus, but it has to stay off after the first bell rang. If you were caught out with it, you'd have to pay, I think, $15 to get it back after 3 days, but your parents would have to pay for it, though. High school, we're doing this as a pilot program, as a test program. In the mornings, between class passings and at one of the three lunches is when you can have your phones out. Those are called free zones. And then you can have your phones out in the classroom only if it's used for an educational purpose and the teacher says you can, or the teacher flips the sign around saying you can listen to music while you do your independent work. Does your schools have any kind of policy for those devices on campus?
That say it again.
Does your school have any policies about devices like phones, iPods, and stuff like that on campus?
I don't think they really care. My school's kind of like, as my friends told me, it's kind of a big ghetto, so they don't really care about a lot of things. Yeah, I could show you some
See if
stuff.
I can find our school, like, and we are the largest middle school and high school, one of the largest middle schools and high schools in Texas. And we're a small town. But let me go
Hmm.
screen share. Uh, will not need to see that for long. I'll stay. Okay. This right here is our school's main page. And as you can see, they had a convocation today at which I performed at with the varsity choir of the high school. One of them is. Over here, rumor has it is rumors you hear about the high school and stuff about the next school years, and you submit them to the place, and they'll try to answer them. Um, the Elastic Education Foundation is a new thing that gives all of our teachers grants and stuff to make classroom ideals, or I don't know, possible. Like, I will say there's like this new teaching ideal that they want to try, but the school doesn't have enough money to fund them. Community fund forums, although I don't know what those two are. Superintendent's message, and all of this stuff. We have something called core values, sponsored by Chick-fil-A. That's in the rest of our schools. See, this is all of our district stuff. This is all of our school board stuff, departments, schools. Is all of stuff that I can use. Like, they make a school year's handbook for some reason. Why would I share that? I don't know. Let's see, this is our stuff. There's a calendar. And this is all the stuff, parental, most of it's stuff for parents. This, this right here is a big problem with us. Misconduct and corporal punishment. Yeah, so that's something for the parents. Absences and attendance. That is our. This is high school stuff. Attendance for credit or final grade. And stuff. awards, um, bullying. We have a prevention site on our page where you fill out the thing and tell them what happens and stuff. This is all more parent stuff. Conduct. This is student. Still student. High school. This is just a nifty little help resource. Right here, this whole little section right here. School materials. It's like we have rules about, say you have a play going on at your community theater, and usually the school will let you do that, or something at church or wherever. We do have rules about that as long as those other students come up to you and you're not posting it on school walls, like you're not taping it to the wall. Dress code and grooming. We all have different levels of it. This is some other stuff I was talking about there. Electronics policies. Clubs,
Oh, Blaze, I think I'll have to go soon.
Okay. Anyways, this is our handbook. Just all the stuff we have to, all the rules and stuff of what it means to go to Wolfman. And I'll show you my school's page before I turn it back over to Shawn. These are all of our classes.
My schools, I just came, so I don't really know where to find anything.
Do you know your school's name?
Doherty.
Then you could probably type it. Blank ISD schools, and search. This is our high schools page. See, we have our student councils. Some may call it student congress or whatever. We have a bunch of stuff for shout outs. That's our school newspaper. Stuff for college and voting. So like when we do student council stuff. And all these towns are the same thing. But that is basically my school page. But if you can find yours and you don't want to show it, you just want to tell us about it, that's okay too. But and I own, quick disclaimer, I own none of the pictures taken on these websites. They are all strictly Lufkin ISD photo department or taken by a professional photographer contracted by the school. Once again, I own none of them. So, internal capture camera. Okay. We still have no viewers. And I see at the bottom of my screen we have a picture opportunity that I just turned off for me. Showcase. No, I don't want showcase.
I think you have to go now. Bye, Blaze.
Bye. It was nice having you. Once again, if you like seeing Shawn, give this video. Let us know in the comments if you think you would like to see more of him, and that could get his application process faster. For those of you who do like him, do you have a YouTube channel?
Oh, do I have a YouTube channel? Sorry, I'm spacing. Sorry, space. Yeah, but I don't upload, so it doesn't matter really.
He doesn't upload. Okay, but those of you who do like him, when he does, he will have our Google email information and how to log into our YouTube account. And only the people who are staff members for this channel know that information. So, if you like him being on here, if you like to see more of his videos and stuff, if he does decide to post, I mean, for the original 3 members, it's mandatory that we post on his days, but him it's obligational because he doesn't live in our area. But I'm rambling. Shut up. If you like him, give this video a like. And let us know in the comments if you want to see more of him down below. So I think that just about wraps up this video. Is there any closing remarks you would like to say to the kids or viewers? Because I should call them kids.
Nothing really. Just nice talking to you. Bye.
Bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. And it has been nice talking to you and nice chatting for a while. But before I go, I'm gonna drop. There's this app on the Google Video that I'm going to try out. I'm gonna see if it works. So I have a mask and a smile. So just remember, all you weird guys and gals, continue being yourselves. Be weird and have a great week. We will see you tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow we have another video to make, and we might actually have another staff member. So I hope you had fun chatting with us. Bye.